Hi, welcome to my channel, The Divine Storm 369 Tarot and Oracle. Thank you for joining me and welcome to my pick a card reading. So for this reading, it is all about what you can do to move forward, to move on from a failed connection or a failed relationship. Okay? So whether this is a friendship or a romantic relationship, this reading is about what you can do to move forward and to move on. So I have chosen 3 piles here, 3 groups. We have group number 1 on the left. We have group number 2 in the middle. And group number 3 all the way on the right. I'm also going to add crystals, and I've chosen today to work with amethyst and rose quartz. And I've chosen amethyst for the releasing power that it has to help people to release, to let go, and to move forward. And there's also a healing property to amethyst that is emotional as well. And I've also chosen rose quartz for the healing effect that it does have on the heart and the emotions. So for group number 1, we have the Super 7. Okay, for group number 2, we have the Amethyst Point. And for group number 3, we have the Rose Quartz Heart. And if you are feeling drawn to one of these crystals especially, I do recommend that maybe you work with these crystals energetically. So if you're feeling drawn to amethyst, to Super 7, to rose quartz, definitely Spirit is telling me that could help you on your healing journey to release, to let go, and to move forward. So listen to that calling and work with the crystal spirits that are calling you. So I'm going to give you just a few moments alone with these cards and these crystals to really pick up their energy, pick up the vibration of the crystals and the cards so that you can make your selection. And then when you make your selection, I will have timestamps down in the description box as well as in the comments. So I will see you in the timestamps. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading about how you can move on and move forward from a failed connection or a failed relationship. So, group number 1, I have definitely picked up on your energy before I even have flipped over this card, because I feel that you are very, very unique. There's something that sets you apart from the others, and I think that you notice very small and subtle differences in your environment and in your connections that maybe others would not notice. I also feel you have the distinct ability to read between the lines, to see hidden things, to kind of see what people are trying to hide. Okay, I noticed that you have chosen the only card where the crystal is offset from the card. Okay, every other card I had the crystal directly in the center, but for yours, the crystal is moved over to where it is exposing the keyhole underneath. Okay, so I think that you are someone who sees beyond what others see. Okay, you have the ability to hear what is not said and to see what is not shown. Okay, and I just feel like you're very, very unique. All right, so let's take a look at your crystal. All right, so you chose the Super 7, and you know, the Super 7 crystal is said to be extremely powerful. Okay, so one of the most powerful crystals that you can work with, and it has the energy of 7 different crystals mixed into one. So there's amethyst, there's citrine, there's quartz, there's a red crystal. I forget the red crystal, but yeah, there's many different crystals. So this has a super powerful effect. Okay, so I feel for you if you are drawn to the Super 7 to work with the Super 7. Okay, maybe you've worked with other crystals and haven't noticed much of an effect or much of a difference, but I feel for you the Super 7 would be perfect, and you would really, really feel the healing, feel the effect, to where with other crystals you may not have felt it as powerful. And it's because the Super 7 is supercharged, okay, with a lot of different crystals' energy. So again, it's said to be one of the most powerful stones. All right, and I feel like your energy, again, is very powerful, very unique. So that's something I'm getting from you. Let's go ahead and flip over your card. Okay, so you got Fairy of the Green World. The natural world needs you. And this is a number 44. So you could be seeing multiples of 4. And the number 4 is all about foundations. It's all about your base, okay? Your foundations, your home. So this could be a family connection that you've been struggling with, or a family connection that you feel may have failed. All right, but again, just take what resonates with you. I feel for you, pile number 1, that you could be struggling with some conflict going on and at home. So whatever that means for you. I also feel like for you, group number 1, you're very drawn to nature. You're very drawn to nature and natural things, natural eating, natural healing remedies, and just anything natural, anything in nature. I feel like you're very drawn to it. I also feel like you're a natural healer. I feel like you have a natural green thumb, so you might be very talented at gardening. But I feel like because you are such a natural healer, I think that you have the tendency to want to heal people, to want to fix people, to want to find some underlying wound or cause in your relationships when it's not working. You feel like you can find some underlying wound or hurt and dress it by addressing it, just like dressing a wound with bandages and heal it up. And I think that is your instinct because you are a natural healer. And definitely, I'm seeing that the world needs more natural healers that are so nurturing like you are. But I think that you have the tendency to want to heal others, want to fix others in your relationship even, and even feel that extremely hurtful things or even things that people would see or feel is unforgivable. You have a tendency to want to put a band-aid on that and want to fix it, want to heal it. Okay, I also think that you might put up with a lot of abuse from other people in their behavior towards you. And I think that it's because you see that behavior as hurt, as someone hurting. So when you look at someone who's being cruel or rude to you, you see someone who is hurting. You don't see someone who is cruel or mean. You see a human being who is hurting and who is telling others that they are hurting through saying mean things or saying cruel things. And so I think you have the want and the need to heal others. Even things that other people would see as cruel or mean, you would see that as a wound, as something that needs healed. And so I think you attract very hurt people to you as well. And I think, unfortunately for healers, natural healers, we struggle with very hard relationships. And for a lot of natural healers, you have gone through things in your relationships that seem very extreme, that definitely are not normal, that others would look at as extreme and or at least raise an eyebrow, right? And I think it's because as healers, you really attract very wounded people to you. And sometimes wounded people, more often than not, hurt others. Wounded people create wounds in others. And so I think that you attract those people to you. And I think that you have been hurt, okay? You have definitely been hurt. But I think that for you, it's like you know where that cruelness, where that meanness is coming from. It's coming from a wounded place. So instead of addressing how much it hurts, you try to heal that wound. And I think you have a pattern of doing this in your life. But what Spirit is telling me right now is that you can't heal everyone. And not everyone is asking to be healed. I think that you attract very wounded people that are spiritually wounded, mentally wounded, emotionally wounded to you energetically as a healer. But if that person is not conscious of the fact that they have been hurting others, if they do not consciously make a decision that they are ready to begin their healing, they will continue to hurt others until they're conscious or aware of the fact that they are wounded and that they are hurting others because they are wounded. And so if someone is not aware of that, if they're not making a conscious decision that involves healing those wounds, they will continue to wound you. Okay? And until they know they have a wound, it cannot be healed. It cannot be addressed. And so they first have to address it themselves. Let's take a look at the hospital or like the doctor's office, right? They heal people, okay? They heal people physically. So it may not be the same as a spiritual or emotional healer, but they still heal people physically. So a doctor doesn't just knock on your door and say, hey, I'm going to heal you of this wound. Okay, so here you go. I don't, you know, I don't know what's going on with you and you didn't ask for it, but here you go. Right? That's not the way things work. We have to go to a doctor. We have to talk to them. We present them with our symptoms. They listen to it, and then they decide what is the best option or the treatment for us. So a doctor isn't going to go walking down the street seeking out wounded people. Those people have to ask and accept that help and that treatment. Okay, just like the angels, right? The angels cannot interfere unless they are asked. All right, and so I'm feeling from you very earth angel energy, and I feel like this is a karmic lesson for you to learn. Being a natural healer or earth angel that is here present on this earth, to know that we cannot interfere unless it is asked for. Okay, and if you are on the earth plane living in this 3D reality as a human being, to interfere, right, would be to harm yourself, because the person has to ask for it, because we have free will, and that is the law of karma. And so if someone is not making that conscious decision, saying, okay, I realize that this is an issue, I want to take the first step in healing this, I want to address this wound that I have. The law of karma says that interfering, okay, trying to heal someone that doesn't want to be healed, it will come back on you. That hurt you will take on yourself because they will hurt you. Okay, and that is a law of karma. That someone has to ask for healing, that someone has to ask for help. They have to accept it from earth angels, from earth healers, and even from the angels in the angelic realm. Okay, so I think that knowing that message for you is very powerful, because I feel like you've been struggling with wanting to heal others, seeing the wounds in others, and I think that you're an empath. You naturally feel the hurt and the pain that others feel, and you naturally want to heal that hurt and that pain. That is natural. That's human. But they have to ask for it. It is free will. Okay. So again, the law of karma. Okay, the law of karma says everyone has free will. And to interfere with that is to cause harm on yourself through karma. So this for you, I feel like, is a very karmic lesson, knowing that you cannot heal those who do not ask for it and maybe don't even know that they need to heal, refuse to know that they need to heal. Okay? So let's get another card. Spirit, please reveal to me. Tell me more about how group number 1 can move on from any failed relationships or connections that they are struggling with. Okay, so we have the Emperor that wanted to come out. And I really love this Emperor card. So with the Emperor here, this is Aries energy, by the way. With the Emperor here, the Emperor is in control, okay? The Emperor is boss. He is in control. And I think for this card coming out for you, Spirit is saying no, that you are in control of your gift, of your healing abilities, and the hurt that you take upon yourself. Okay, there are ways to minimalize and eliminate that risk of pain and hurt when you're going into a relationship, especially when you know that that person is deeply wounded. You're going to have that natural urge to want to heal them. Okay, but making that promise or making an oath to yourself that they have to consciously ask for that in order for you to really dive into that healing with them is really going to protect you from a lot of harm. Also knowing that your healing, your energy, your emotions, that is your domain, okay? That is your territory. With this card coming out here, okay? So you rule. You make the decisions there, all right? And I think that this is having more confidence in yourself and showing more leadership. And this is not to say that you're without compassion. Okay, we see the roses here, which symbolize compassion on the Emperor. But this is not allowing disorder in your relationships because of pain or wounds. Okay, not allowing them to take it out on you. Not allowing others to have a domineering nature with you, okay, as well. You know, the Emperor also can represent a very strong will, okay, a very strong will and a very strong air and presence of authority. Okay, so this is exerting your will. Although you have that very strong urge to reach out and heal others, even though they have not asked for it, in your relationships or starting a relationship with them, thinking that you're going to heal them or fix them, right? Remember that you have will and you have free will and choice, and so do they. Okay. So it's one thing if someone says, I'm trying to work on healing my wounds. I recognize that I have this behavior and I'm making the choice to work on that. And it's another thing to completely deny that they even exist. Okay. So this is being in charge of your own choices and allowing others to be in charge of theirs fully. Can help you to let go of the failed connections. Okay, knowing that it's not your job to fix them and it's not your responsibility with the Emperor. The only responsibility that you have, especially to yourself, is allowing yourself free will and allowing them the free will to make your own choices, to make their own choices. That's the only responsibility that you have to yourself when it comes to relationships, when it comes to others, when it comes to feeling you need to fix or heal others. Because sometimes you're the one who walks out of the situation feeling like you need healed, you need fixed, right? After a very karmic or tumultuous relationship, you end up leaving the relationship feeling broken when all you wanted to do was help to heal the other person. Okay, but again, if the other person says, no, I don't need healing, I don't want healing, there's that karma for trying to force the healing when they weren't ready. Everyone is on their own path and their own timing, and so we can't force anything to happen. Okay. And so I think there's also the need to go with the flow and just allow things to happen more naturally as you go along in your relationship. Allow yourself and allow your relationship to have its very own timeline, just going with the flow of it all, okay? So let's get another card here for how group number 1 can help to let go, okay, of failed connections. Okay, so you got the Wheel, and it says new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So with this card, this is knowing that nothing ever stays the same. And if it did, that would be stagnant energy. Things change, okay? And maybe when you have a separation in a relationship, right? Maybe you're meant to separate. Maybe there's something in the energy, in the air, to where you did heal them energetically, spiritually, in some way. And so they're meant to move on from the connection, or you're meant to move on from the connection, because that energetic healing that you bring to it is no longer needed. And so it goes into a stagnant energy, right? But there is new beginnings for you. And I think you've been feeling stagnancy, delays in the connection that you were in. And Spirit is saying this is the ending of a delay. Okay, this is a change in direction that offers you a lot of happiness with the Wheel. All right. So group number 1, know that when something ends, something new begins. Okay, and exciting changes are coming your way. It's okay to let go of the old and embrace what's coming in, what is new coming in for you, because it's going to be very, very exciting. I think that you're going to have some opportunities coming your way that's going to be very prosperous for you, especially with the Wheel. The Wheel represents fortune. Okay, so I feel like this is financial prosperity that's coming in for you. And you know why this is coming in for you, pile number 1. It's because you have such a good heart, and because your intentions are to heal and not to harm. I feel that you have been through too much pain and too much hurt on this earth, and all you've wanted to do was to help to heal others. I think that you're going to have a time of prosperity coming in for you. So get ready. It's very exciting. If you have been feeling very stuck, know that letting go of what's no longer needed or the old is going to propel you forward out of stagnant energy. So if you've been finding it difficult to get your plans off the ground or to get your goals up and moving, that is going to change now. So this is sudden movement forward with the Wheel as well, and the Emperor, because you've taken control of your own life, of your own decisions, and your relationships, okay? So this is a lot of change. And change can sometimes be worrying to people, but Spirit is really wanting you to trust the universe right now and just know that the universe really wants you to be happy. And I think that in the situations that you've been in, it feels very repetitive. It feels like you've had a lot of the same type of relationships, to where it's like you're being mistreated and the person is wounded and the person needs healing, and so you want to heal them. It feels very repetitive, like you've been in this situation before. Okay, you've been in this more than once, more than twice, I feel. Okay, and I think that Spirit wants to break that cycle, because Spirit sees that deep down inside you're really not happy with this cycle. You aren't happy with the relationships that you've been having, because it's always like they are the wounded, you are the healer, right? But that's not really what relationships are about, not healthy relationships. healthy relationships are about being wounded and being healed together, healing together, going through the pains and the wounds together, right? That's what it's about, not one person consistently being wounded and the other one consistently trying to heal. In that way, you have taken on the responsibility of your partner. When they are meant to focus on their wounds and heal those wounds, you've taken on that responsibility and started trying to heal them. And that has not been fair to you or to your soul's purpose or journey with the wheel here. That also represents, karmic energy with the wheel. So again, earlier we were feeling karmic energy, and I feel like this is being clarified here, that this is a karmic lesson that you are going through. I feel like this is a past life lesson for you as well. And I also feel like for some of you, just take this message if it resonates with you, but I feel like for some of you, this is a father or father energy, okay? That definitely, like, I feel like they might have blamed you for a lot in the past, or growing up, they were very strict on you and took it upon you to like be the fixer of the situations. Whatever situation you guys were in, I think that they expected you to fix it, or heal the situation or the relationship. I feel like in the relationship with a parental figure, you felt that it was your responsibility to be the bigger person with your parents, even though you were the child. So I'm also feeling this is an energy that runs deep to the roots. And that's another reason why we have the number 4 here and the 44, which makes an 8, which is repetitive energy. And 8 also has a deep connection with karma in the wheel. Okay. So pile number 1, I'm rooting for you. Okay. It's time to break this karma, and it's time to learn this karmic lesson. All right. Because spirit and the universe really, really wants you to be happy. And you are going to be receiving some unforeseen opportunities that are very prosperous, that is really going to help you, okay, to move forward, to break this cycle. That's really going to help to push you into a new beginning for yourself. And once you're in this new energy, you're not going to be attracting people that the way that you were, like only wounded people who are seeking to seek healing, but also wound you, right? To hurt you. So these events that are coming in your way, pile number 1, these unexpected events and opportunities that are going to be coming in for you, pay close attention, because I don't want you to miss them. All right? They are going to be pointing you in a direction that's going to bring you a more happy, more fulfilling, more joyful life and more joyful relationships than the ones that you've previously experienced. Okay, so this truly is a brand new beginning for you. So if you feel uncertain about the direction that these opportunities and these signs are going to be pointing you towards, you can ask Archangel Jeremiah for help, okay, to give you a clear understanding of where you're heading. And that's why Archangel Jeremiah has come out here. So this is a fresh start for you, and Spirit wants you to be optimistic for your future, okay? I also think that you might be someone who is skeptical or worried about change, like I am. I'm a Taurus, right? And Spirit's saying, don't worry. You have the ability to adapt to this change, and more than adapt, because you're really going to be so happy and joyful in this new beginning. So let's talk about Archangel Jeremiah for a moment. Archangel Jeremiah is the angel who can help us see our lives very clearly, and give us clarity so that we can make assessments and judgments about changing our circumstances, changing our karmic cycles and our patterns that we've been through in our life, okay? So Archangel Jeremiah, he assists those who are wanting to review their past in a kind and forgiving way. He has the ability to inspire great visions for the future. So you can call upon him again to help when you're seeking inspiration on how to successfully make amazing changes in your life that's going to bring you to this wheel of fortune. Okay. So I love that energy for you, pile number 1. And let's go ahead and get you additional messages from the angels. All right, so I'm going to pull 2 additional messages on how you can, what you can do to help to move on. Okay, so let's get another card to help you move on from failed relationships. Okay. I just heard you say all of my relationships are failed. No, they're not, pile number 1. They are not failed. Okay, again, you are a natural healer and you attract, naturally, you attract wounded people to you. Okay, because, you know, Spirit wants to give them the opportunity to heal. Okay, Spirit wants to give them the opportunity to heal. So you certainly have not failed. Okay, it is them who has failed themselves. It is not you. All right, we have heart chakra. So your heart chakra definitely could be blocked. We have choose peace. And we have vacuum away fear. So you got quite a few cards. I was only going to pull 2. Okay, but 4 came out. So you got double the message. So let's start off with books. Your life purpose actually involves writing, group number 1. Okay, it involves either writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. And it doesn't even have to be just spiritually based. It can be any type of book. It could be a book about your life. All right, but I feel like you are meant to write. I think that you are meant to write. You are meant to at least share with others your experiences that you have been through in relationships as a natural healer and how that's affected you and the lessons that you've learned from that. Okay, I feel that really strongly from you, pile number 1. But again, just take what resonates, okay? We have the heart chakra. The answers that you seek is actually in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. All right, so you know what Spirit is telling me for you. I think that you have loved others deeply and fully, but I don't think that you have experienced that same love back. I don't think that you have ever experienced being loved deeply, being loved fully, madly, right? You've never experienced that deep, deep, true love. And I think it's because you haven't been open to receiving that type of love. All right, you've been open to giving and healing because that's what you are used to. As a natural healer, you are used to giving. You are used to healing through giving and nurturing. But as a healer, we kind of think twice about taking, right? Especially from the wounded. Like you would think twice about taking, right? So you have to learn how to receive again. All right, so I want you to do some heart chakra meditations on opening your heart to receiving love. Okay, and I want you to work on this. Try to do this every day for at least 15 minutes a day if you can. And I want you to record your experiences. Okay. We also have choose peace. And I think that with this card, this is speaking about choosing peace for yourself. I think that you have been through so much. Okay, you've really been through so much. in your life and your relationships with others. And now it's time for you to go through a time of peace. But again, we all have free will, and you have to choose that. You have to consciously choose peace, okay? By opening your heart to receiving love, not just giving it, but receiving, okay? And knowing that it's not your responsibility to heal others and to heal everyone. It is their responsibility to heal. That's how you choose peace for yourself. And then we have vacuum away fear. For some of you, you could work in the medical industry. Okay, you could be like a nurse, a doctor, okay, a physician. We have call upon Archangel Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energies from you, from your surroundings and the situation and everyone involved, okay? So I'm seeing also for you, pile number or group number 1, you may have in the past gotten into situations where, or relationships where you actually felt afraid for yourself, afraid for the other person, right? Or, you might have been afraid that the other person, or just for them, right? And Spirit's telling me to vacuum away fear and know that you have this. You can move into a new beginning where fear is not needed, okay? Because you're taking the responsibility to protect yourself this time above all other things and not taking the responsibility. I feel like for you, I feel like for you in the past, you've put yourself in what could have been a dangerous situation because the other person was hurt or wounded and you were afraid for them. But you also have put yourself in situations that were very uncomfortable. And so Spirit is asking you not to do this anymore. And again, this is going to solve this issue because, this is choosing to heal those who are asking for it and no one else, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. All right, that's what I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching. And if it was helpful for you and if it resonated, let me know down in the comments. You can also subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share the video on your social medias, whatever that may be, if you'd like to help support the channel. And you can also give me a thanks with the thanks button down below the video. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Hi, group number 2. This is for those of you who have chosen the second pile and also this Amethyst Point. This is one of my favorite crystals, and it's also one of my first crystals I've ever gotten. So I love the different points it has on it. Look at that. Okay. You know what I feel for you? Automatically, I feel like you have a very active crown chakra is what I'm feeling here. You could be going through a spiritual awakening, like in this moment as we speak. You might be going through that. All right. For the card, you got the number 8. You know what? Pile number 1 might actually resonate with you as well, is what I'm getting here, because they had a 44, which is also the number 8. So you got the grumpy red fairy. Be your true self, okay? So I feel like for you, group number 2, you're feeling very irritated, okay? That's what I'm getting right off the bat. There's irritation. And this irritation is because I think that you feel that people don't appreciate you for your true self, or for who you truly are, or you feel like as soon as you let someone in, like really let someone in and let them see the real you, the true you, the quirky side, the funny side, the side you don't show everyone, it feels like they turn their back on you and they run the other direction. So I think for you, you've become very reserved in not allowing people to see your true self, see who you really are, until they really get to know you, is what I'm getting here. Okay, I think that you have this fear of being judged as well because of this. You've developed this fear of being judged. And I think you're tired of being judged. And I think that in this relationship you're struggling to let go of. You've been judged by the person, okay, by your person you were in the relationship with. I think that there was other people that stuck their noses in your business. They wouldn't stay out of your business is what I'm seeing here. And they were judging you without hearing your side of the story or without hearing from you. And this is irritating to you. I think that others looked at you and said, oh, you don't look happy enough, right? Maybe in your pictures you weren't always smiling. Maybe you don't like to smile in pictures, right? Like some people really just do not like to smile in their pictures, and that's totally okay. But people judge you for something like that, saying that you don't look happy or that you don't act happy with the person, or that you should look and act and dress another way. So people may have talked about how you look, how you dressed in the relationship, how you act. It's like you couldn't do anything right in this relationship and you felt like you could not be yourself because of this. And I think that deep down that really irritates you, and it makes you feel angry that you're being judged in everything that you do, okay? That everyone is trying to attach some hidden label or motive to every single thing you say, wear, do, look, and it has not been fair to you is what I'm getting. So of course you don't look happy around certain people in certain situations. And I feel like in this relationship you're struggling to move on from. You were not happy truly in that relationship because honestly you felt like you could not be yourself, is what Spirit is telling me. All right, so you felt like you were constantly being evaluated. You felt like you were constantly being judged. And I think it's true that you might be very quirky or even kind of punky, and you don't smile in your pictures, is what I'm getting here. And that's okay. I think that also you're someone who doesn't really talk too much, right? You're kind of quiet, you're observant, you kind of keep to yourself until you get to know someone. That is really normal behavior, and I think that it's coming from a place to where you have felt so judged in the past that you have a tendency to be more reserved until you really get to know that person. And a lot of people are like that. I myself am like that, okay? But what I will say is this is so undeserving for you because never once have you been disruptive. Okay, you've just been very respectful. You've never been disruptive in the relationship or to others. You have never been unkind. You have never been cruel. And others are judging you very harshly. They are actually disruptive, unkind, and cruel. And this partner may have allowed this or may have also been disruptive, unkind, and cruel to you. And that is not fair to you. And Spirit wants you to know that this relationship was not fair. That you deserve someone who loves you, for all your quirkiness, for all the punkiness, for all of the little smirks, for all of the frowns and all of the pictures. Spirit wants you to find someone that loves that. And there is someone out there for you that loves that, Spirit is telling me. Okay. So I think that you just like being real. You don't like being fake with people. And so I think that this relationship, there's a part of it that felt kind of fake. And you never understand the whole social, like, fakeness, small talk, and all of that stuff that people go through, all of those rituals, right? You don't understand it. You would much rather just be yourself. So you would rather frown until you're laughing, like legitly, until something really makes you laugh. You're not going to just laugh or smile over nothing, okay? You're not going to walk around with like a smile on your face all the time, like, like you don't know what's going on, all right? No, you're a real person with real thoughts, and you like being real with others. And I think that some people that are not as real as you have a problem with that, and that's okay. They're just not on your level of realness, and you deserve someone real. All right, so I think to this relationship and the people this relationship brought in, you should say good riddance to that. All right, because you deserve something so much more truer, so much more realer, and I think you'll be so much more happier in that setting. All right. So you want to be you, and you want to be free to be you without everyone giving you an opinion. You are different and you like being different. Okay. And you won't be changing that unless you want to. All right. You don't need to change to fit in. You only need to be the true you. And the people who think you should be smiling or wearing a pretty dress, and that you should stop messing with your hair, that you should stop dyeing it, or that you shouldn't have piercings, or that you should dress a certain way, speak a certain way, they can just deal with it, okay? Because some people do gasp at, tattoos, piercings, black clothes, anything that feels out of the ordinary to them. And I say to them because that could be completely ordinary to some. But guess what? Some of the world's, most unique looking people are the kindest and sweetest on the inside. And you too are fiery, playful. You are also defiant, right? And lots of fun. Okay, you also are just the sweetest, kindest person on the inside, underneath it all. And if they can't see that, they don't deserve you. Okay, so who's to say how you should look and how you should behave? All right, who's to say that? Who's to decide that? No, you be you. You do you, and you be perfectly you. And you can do that like nobody else, right? So, to some people in this world, sadly but truly, it's all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules, okay? And because they put so many restrictions on themselves, they get very disapproving when others, like you and this little grumpy red fairy here, okay, feel free enough to be themselves and to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. So, wear black, dye your hair, whatever you want to do, okay? Wear neon, whatever it is. Experiment with your hair, your looks, have your own personal style, okay? Dance to the beat of your own drum, because that's what you're meant to do, and don't just fake it, okay? I'm just getting this energy, this fake energy coming from the person you were in a relationship with, coming from all the people around them. That is too fake for you, and you know it. So good riddance to it. All right? Who wants it if it's not real? There's no fun in fake. All right, so don't smile and be sugary sweet and all nice all the time just because you think that's how you should be. Just be real, be authentic, be funny, be you. Try different things, find out who you are. Then the smiles that do come, they will be genuine, just like you like. And guess what? There's someone out there that you are just going to warm their heart. Okay, that's what Spirit is telling me right now. They're out there for you. Okay? And they are going to just love all of your uniqueness, all of your quirkiness. Okay, they're going to be in the pictures not smiling with you because whatever event you're at is boring and it's flaky and you're wanting to get out of there and do something real. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and pull another card for you. Spirit, please reveal to me more messages for pile number 2, group number 2. Oh, look at that. We got the Hermit in reverse. Wow. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. I think for some of you, you feel like you have to put on like that fake smile or that fake act because you're afraid of being alone or isolated. You might be afraid that you're just too different, too unique, and might feel like you have to pretend to be someone else in order to get people to like you or whatever the case may be. And Spirit's saying, no, you don't. And you're not going to be alone. All right. And this is really clarifying that with the Hermit in reverse. You are not the one who needs to go through all the soul searching unless you're questioning who you really are, okay? But if people are judging you for being you, they are the ones who need the soul searching, okay? And Spirit wants you to know that. You are just much more in touch with your soul, your spirit, and who you really are. And so you're able to express that and express that energy more clearly because you're more in touch with it instead of just going along with social norms, all right? So I think with the Hermit here, those around you don't really see you for who you really are. These relationships that you are struggling to move on from, they did not see you for who you really are, okay? And you deserve someone who sees you for who you are and loves you for it, okay? So let's go ahead and get another card. I got Virgo energy here, by the way, too. And, you know, it's not fair for others to sit and pick at you and overanalyze you. That's not fair to you, and you don't deserve that. All right, so you can move on with a breath of fresh air, knowing that you don't have to put up with that anymore. All right, so let's get another card, all right, from the angels about how you can move on from this failed connection. So you got the page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, and open-hearted. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. Oh, wow. So I think for you, pile number 2, you are going to get invited out into a new environment, into a new group, into a new social situation that is really going to help you to heal. And I think with this new group of people, they are also going to be very quirky. You know, this is like the Page of Cups. So they're also going to be very quirky, very artistic and creative, and they're going to fully embrace all of your uniqueness, and actually they're going to love you for it. Okay. I think right now you're feeling very irritated, but what Spirit is telling me is that soon you're going to get an invitation that is going to make you feel so happy. And this new environment, these new friends, this new relationship, guess what I'm seeing? Love, new love, okay? And it's a beautiful new love. New communication coming in as well, all right? So I feel like this new person coming in for you, I really do see a new person. I know that a lot of tarot readers say this, but you guys, I'm really seeing it. Okay, and I'm seeing they could be a Virgo, but I think they're going to be very sweet, very gentle, very, very open to showing his or her feelings. All right, so this is someone who's very open with what they're feeling and what they're thinking, and they're going to be very open with you as well, and very open-minded. All right, I think they're going to be very warm and loving, but they could be a little bit shy at first, just like you. All right, this person's very sensitive and creative as well. But again, I feel like this is a special new friend that's coming in for you, and it's coming in with a social invitation that is going to unlock a new environment, a new group of friends, new relationships. And listen, they're fully going to embrace you. Like, this is your soul family coming in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and close up this message with a couple more messages from the angels to you, group number 2. All right, we have patience. All right, so things are going to happen quicker than you realize, okay? But Spirit is asking you to just be patient with yourself. All right, be patient with yourself. Be patient on your journey, okay? Don't be so harsh on yourself when it comes to relationships. You are who you are, okay? And it's okay to be who you are. And others might not be patient with you, but it's important that you're patient with yourself. And again, Spirit's saying there is a period of time where you might be alone or feel alone, but it's not going to last long, okay? Because this invitation is going to come in for you. So just be patient. And we have persistence. Okay, so with persistence, this is do not stop being you. Do not give up being you, being yourself, being unique, okay? Don't ever stop being you for anyone, all right? Because you're living for you. You're not living for anyone else, all right? So that is your message, group number 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that it was helpful in some way. And if it was, and if it resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Also, if it resonated with you or if you enjoyed the reading, you can leave me a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the notification bell to make sure you know when I post a reading, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So I'm feeling right away for you, group number 3, before we even flip over this card. And I can promise you, I don't even know what's under this card, okay? But the message that I'm receiving intuitively for you already is that there is a door that is being unlocked for you, but you cannot see it yet, and you cannot notice it yet, but it is being unlocked behind the scenes, okay, energetically. So that is very interesting, I have to say. And you've chosen the rose quartz crystal. So if you have been feeling drawn to a rose quartz, I highly suggest that you work with rose quartz to help release or heal any emotional trauma or pain you have been dealing with, okay? It can help you to release that. All right, so let's take a look at your card, group number 3. You got number 30, so that number could be significant to you, and you got 2 little witches. Magical space clearing time. Okay, so group number 3, I knew that you were special because you are my group that does either is into magic, is into meditation, is into space clearing, energetically, like with Sage, Palo Santos. You are my group who's into the metaphysical and works with it. So I highly feel that. So, hello, spiritual sisters or brothers. Welcome to our group, right? Why do I feel like this connection you're struggling to let go of? Group number 3. Oh, wow. And we got number 3. Number 3. That's your number right now. I bet you're seeing a lot of threes, which is telling you, yes, there is a door opening, pile number 3, but you can't see it yet. You don't know it yet, but it's unlocking for you. This could be something that you've been trying to manifest, okay? And think that it has not been manifesting, but in fact it has been. But what I'm seeing with this card is I feel that this connection, again, you're struggling to let go of, takes up a lot of room or space in your life. I feel like it's energetically heavy, and there's a lot of attention that is placed on this, a lot of time, energy, attention, and I feel it's a weighted energy that kind of weighs you down. All right. So I think for you, pile number 3, that especially for you, there's a lot of stale, stagnant energy surrounding you, and it's very hard for you to let go of this relationship because I feel this resonant energy around you that is bringing the stagnancy around you and your energy and your life. So you might feel very low energy right now. You might be struggling to gain your energy back, or just feeling tired a lot is what I'm getting. Okay. So yeah, there's like old stale energy that's just like lurking around you at the moment. And I think that it's connected to this relationship, and that's the reason why you are struggling to move on, to let go of this connection. So there is, spirit keeps telling me that there needs to be a space clearing ritual done, okay, with sage. And I feel like it would be helpful for you to use a broom. Okay, so I know that's a stereotype, witches and brooms, haha, right? But it can be a very powerful and magical item to use for space clearing, karma clearing, clearing out old energy. So you take the broom and set the intention with the broom that you are going to sweep out the stale, stagnant, and old energy out of your area, out of your environment, okay? And set that intention and imagine you actually sweeping up this dark, stale energy like you're accumulating dust, okay? And then get rid of it, right? That's an easy, simple ritual you can do. Group number 3, to help clear out some of the stale energy that is keeping you weighed down, making you feel tired, and making you long for this relationship, making you struggle to let go of it, okay? So it can help clear some of that out. Okay. So yeah, Spirit is saying this energy clearing does need done in your environment. I think you'll feel a lot better. Okay. And there's a little poem that's attached to this card. So I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. And maybe you can recite it if you want. Okay, while using the broom. It might really help. Okay, so here's the poem. Out, out, and from within, we cleanse the space from trouble and din. Out, out, let all be gone, and make this place a cheerful home. We are here to cleanse and clean. We are creatures in between. We will work from dusk till dawn to ensure energy is reborn. We leave it clear and bright and blank. And for this task, we ask no thanks, but we do wish you well in this. May all brought in create your bliss. So, wow, I love that. So, there's a blessing that these two little witches bring. Okay, and I just read that blessing to you. All right, so I love that. That's beautiful. Feel free to recite that if you'd like. And it's time to conduct a house clearing. Okay, is there clutter in your house that can be cleared out? Is it stagnant? You know, one of my favorite things to do when I'm feeling stagnant old energy is to rearrange the furniture, making it a new energy. Okay, it brings a new vibration, new energy to the environment. And it's like a breath of fresh air. I think that as humans, we kind of need a switch and a change in our environment, and the scenery from time to time. Um, so I think it's time for you to conduct a house clearing followed by a house blessing. So, blessing your house, okay, with Palo Santos. And I just read to you a simple blessing that you can say if you don't have one that you like working with. Okay, so going through your house, blessing it with Palo Santos. All right. So, yeah, new locations for household objects, rearranging your furniture, moving things around, okay? Or maybe an entire move is on your mind. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, it's like the environment reminds you so much of this person. And I feel like the stale, stagnant energy that perhaps moving the furniture, moving things around, changing the scenery, or moving location altogether can help you to release this, okay? If just changing the scenery doesn't work, maybe the environment you're in really reminds you of them, and it's going to take a little bit more change, right, to bring in a more settling energy or a new energy. So, yeah, let's try shifting the furniture, clearing away what we no longer need. This is really symbolic as well. Okay, getting rid of anything that you don't use. What I like to do is, because I tend to acquire a lot of things, you know, crafts. I like to make crafts like resin crafts with epoxy, different crystals and herbs and just different things, right? Flowers. And I have a tendency to acquire a lot of things and a lot of clothes too. So, my rule that I've been living by for the last probably 5 years, and it really works, okay? It really, really works, is if you have not used an item for a year, and I give myself 2 years for this, okay? Because I actually don't know why I do that. I should probably address that, right? That's probably like an issue that I have. But, anyways, a year or two. If you have not used an item for a year or two, it's time to let it go. It's time to get rid of it, okay? And then we make space for new energy to come in, or even new items if you want new items. But a lot of the times I find that the clearer I have my space, the better I feel energetically in that space. Okay, so minimalize what is around you. That can really help to clear and bring in new energy. So I feel like for you, group number 3, this is a complete space clearing for you, inside and out. Start with a chakra clearing meditation. You can choose one from YouTube, whichever one really calls to you. All right. Start with that, and then start with a space clearing around you. And I also want you to do a spiritual bath to cleanse your physical space. Okay. And then the space clearing and the blessing for your home. Okay. So I just feel that really strongly for you, that is something that should be considered to be done. Okay. So let's go ahead and get you another card, group number 2 or 3. I'm sorry. Maybe group number 2 will resonate with you as well. But let's go ahead and get you a card and see what other messages Spirit has for group number 3. to help them move on from a failed connection or relationship. For some of you, this could be someone you thought was a twin flame or maybe is a twin flame. That could be one of the reasons why their energy sets so heavily with you. So we have the moon. So right away, I'm feeling for you, group number 2 or 3. I keep saying that. There must be a reason why I'm saying that. You should check out group number 2 as well. All right, I think there's a message there for you. But we have the moon. It did come out in reverse. So I feel like for you, working with the cycles of the moon, all right, for cleansing, for healing, is what I'm getting. So the new moon is a really good time to clear energy, cleanse energy, and start new projects and bring in new energy. Okay, kicking off a new moon cycle. So I think that would be really beneficial for you as well. Group number 3. So I'm feeling for you as well that, again, you're my pile who you guys are the metaphysicists, right? You guys are the light workers and, the magical workings, right? That's this pile for you guys, but you're just very in tune spiritually, especially with the moon. To clarify, that is what I'm getting. And I think that there's something about this stale, heavy energy that is causing you to feel disconnected with your intuition, with your dreams, and feeling disconnected from your unconscious. And I feel like this glazed over look on your eyes in this card. And I think this is just feeling blah, no energy, feeling drained, feeling weighed down, heavy. Maybe you can't get this relationship off of your mind, off of your thoughts. Okay, you could be questioning your thoughts and your mind. Okay, so yeah, I feel that you feel very disconnected from your intuition right now, and it's giving you a lot of anxiety, as I'm feeling that for you as well. Okay. So I think for some of you, you might be in denial about this relationship and about letting it go, okay, and trying to repress the fact that this connection is really meant to be over and you're really meant to clear the space now. But I think for a lot of you, you could be in denial about it. So simply addressing that within yourself and clearing that space, right? Knowing that it is over, helping you to address it spiritually, physically, mentally, okay? Helping you to take it in and to move forward, to move on. So let's get another card here from the angels. A message from the angels to group number 3. Oh, look at that. I love it. You got the Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Look how beautiful this Empress card is. It's definitely got to be like one of the most beautiful. All right. Oh my gosh, and guess what? It's a number 3. Okay, so this is that door that's supposed to be being open for you, and we're going to take a look at that door, actually. But it says here, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. So again, here's that new beginning for you, that door unlocking that really, really wants to come in for you. Okay, but first you have to allow the space energetically for this door to open. Think about a door and a whole bunch of stuff, just like random stuff in front of the door, blocking it from opening. It's very hard to open that door, right? You can't open it if there's like a pile of something in front of it. So you got to clear that away in order for the door to open, okay? So I think right now, especially with the moon, I can see that you guys are my very creative pile as well. And I think right now you're meant to create, you're meant to open this door for yourself. And I think that this energy is stifling your creativity. It could be giving you like writer's block. Okay, when now you're meant to create, you're meant to walk into this Empress energy. So you're being encouraged to create right now. Your artistic talents, and along with your intuition and your instinct, really give you the ability to manifest beautiful and amazing works, is what Spirit is showing me right now. But this relationship has been draining you of the energy to create. Okay, so it's really important to clear that energy out and start fresh for you, I think. And that's why you have the 3 here. This is fresh, new beginnings. I also feel like connecting with nature can have a deep, deep healing and inspiring effect on you. So, Spirit is really asking you to connect with nature to help you feel more inspired. Okay, so I think that, this is also motherhood. I don't know if someone has been struggling with motherhood. We got the moon here and the Empress. Um, Someone has been struggling with motherhood or fertility, okay, or something along those lines. And Spirit wants you to know that if you've been struggling with that, the idea of that, if you have been trying to be pregnant, and this is not for everyone. This is for someone though, so just take it as it resonates. If you've been trying to be pregnant, okay, and it hasn't worked out well for you so far, Spirit is saying it's going to happen. Okay, give it 3 months. That's what Spirit is telling me. Give it 3 months. This is about divine timing for you. Okay. So I don't know who that message was for, but that message was for someone. All right. So Spirit is calling you towards more luxurious, more beautiful, more artful pursuits. And that's actually going to be very well rewarded with the Empress coming out here for you. So Spirit wants to reward you very, very well for your creativity right now. Whatever way you are creative, Spirit wants to reward you for that. Okay. I think that you might have some concerns about your physical well-being or emotional well-being. And if you are, you should definitely talk to someone. Okay, but I feel like that heavy energy, those concerns, you're going to be feeling better. That's going to be lifting soon. But again, this is no replacement for medical advice. So if you're feeling that you need to speak to a doctor, please speak to a doctor. All right, and Spirit also wants you to be more loving to yourself and to care for yourself more. It's time for radical self-care for you, okay? Which means radical, whatever you feel like is going to be healing for you, as long as it's not hurting someone else, that's what you do. No matter how radical it sounds, that is radical self-care, as long as you're not hurting someone else. That is a very easy way of putting it, and not hurting yourself, okay, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. So it's time to move forward for you, pile number 3. Just know that it's divine timing and there is prosperity in front of you. If you've been struggling with motherhood, if you've been struggling because you thought you were going to have a child with this person, be with this person, Spirit wants you to know you are going to be a mother, but this wasn't the right person. Okay, and the sooner you move forward from them, the sooner you will meet the right person. That is a very clear and distinct message for somebody out there. Okay, so it's time to focus on you. It's time to focus on clearing. It's time to focus on getting things done and allowing that prosperity to come in right now. Okay, Archangel Gabriel is here to help you with this. Gabriel is the patron angel for those in the creative arts. So I know that you're in the creative arts, or you do something creatively, whether it's music, poetry, dance, painting, tarot, writing, whatever it is. This archangel can help inspire your work to new heights, to take it to new levels. And I think that right now you're meant to focus on your art, okay? Gabriel is also known for being a loving and helpful motivator. So you've been feeling tired, unmotivated. Gabriel can help you with that. Just ask him for help. If you're having trouble completing your projects, as well as for delivering messages on behalf of Spirit or God or the universe, including announcements of pregnancy. So again, Spirit's saying that's going to happen for you. Okay, it's promised for you, for that particular person. And I feel like the person oh, sorry about that. And I feel like the person that I'm leaving this message for, you may have lost a child, okay? You may have lost a pregnancy or lost a child. Spirit wants you to know that you will be a mother, okay? You will be a mother. Call upon Archangel Gabriel for whatever project you're attempting to give birth to as well, all right? So that is your message. And let's go ahead and see if there's any other messages for you, group number 3 from the angels. All right, so healthy lifestyle. So Spirit and your angels really want you to pay more attention to your lifestyle, okay? To eat healthier, okay? To eat a healthier diet, to get better sleep, to exercise more. So one of those things need attention from you. So either this is your diet, sleep, or exercising. And I'm also feeling that for someone out there who has been struggling with their physical health, it is connected to either your diet, sleep, exercise, or all of the above. So that's another message I'm getting for someone out there, okay? So I'm also getting priorities, all right? Spirit is saying it's time to make yourself a priority, group number 3, okay? Your art a priority, your projects a priority, your work, yourself, your feelings, your lifestyle, your health, okay? Your abundance, all of these things is meant to be the priority right now, all right? So it's time to kind of get your priorities straight, okay, is what I'm getting here. Don't be mad at me, pile number 3, I love you. But, you know, I think that there's certain things in your life, and I feel like it's connected to this relationship you've been struggling to let go of. I think that this relationship came with a very unhealthy lifestyle that did not prioritize your health, your work, your art, or you. And so now I think you're having to reprioritize what's good for you, what's healthy for you again, okay, learning that again. And so that is the message from Spirit, that Spirit's got your back, and Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Raphael is here to help you with that. Raphael is here to help you to let go of any unhealthy behaviors that you've been struggling with, or bad habits, and to realize them as well. And Archangel Gabriel, okay, is here to help you with your creativity, okay, and to support you in your work and your plans. All right, so that's the reading I have for you, group number 3. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it could help you in some way. If it did, please let me know by leaving a like, a subscribe if you're not subscribed, share it, if you'd like to, if you feel like it would help someone, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it has helped you in any way, or why you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.